Hello again, witchy people. Today I'm talking buzzwords and buzz phrases. And I think it's always amazing how these words and phrases just sort of like grow from something quite small and how we're using them within our community. The first one I want to talk about is thrifty witching. This is something that's really gathering pace, and it has over the past sort of like 3 years or so, but it's especially been brought really to the forefront by the Thrifty Witch. And I will link her channel below because she's good. She's really good. But I mean, even I did a video on witching on a budget, but it seems to be an awful lot of witches are now making these amazing videos about thrifty witching, which is brilliant because the more people that make these videos, the better it will be for everyone. But it was started really, well, not necessarily started, but it gathered momentum all through the Thrifty Witch. So that's a really good buzz phrase, thrifty witching, and we can know where it comes from. Absolutely fantastic. But we do have, I mean, going back about 15 odd years ago, the buzz phrase really was eclectic witch. If someone asked you your path, 9 times out of 10, the answer would be, I'm an eclectic witch, because it was so much easier than explaining, well, I do a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of the other. You know, and that was a phrase that gained momentum to the point where it is actually a true classification, if you like. And we have so many different classifications of witches, and, you know, being an eclectic witch, we kind of understand what that means now. Unfortunately, there are some buzzwords, buzz phrases that are going around that should be good things in a lot of ways, but they're not always used in a good way. One of the latest ones I've noticed is witch-clique. There have been a few people talking about witch-cliques. To be honest, I think they're a pretty good idea. If you want to call them a witch-clique, and that's the words you're using, you know, and if we're talking about the same thing, groups of witches that basically, yes, they form a clique, a little clique that they little groups, and they are quite secular little groups. You know, they have their own little talks and everything. But this is good. How amazing that people from maybe even a different tradition entirely, a different path entirely, have found and bonded in friendship on the internet. How better if it's 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 witches, no, not just a couple of witches, but a whole load of witches find each other. And yes, so they've made a friendship, and you can call it a clique if you like. Big deal. You know, I say go for it. You know, and I think sometimes we take these buzz phrases in general, actually, but you know, but sometimes within our community we take these buzz phrases and we make them into something maybe not so good and not so nice, and we use them in a quite mean way. We become mean girls, really, and I think that's wrong. But yes, I do like buzzwords and buzz phrases. I love this whole how you can sum up quite a wide range of things into a couple of words or a word, and it just takes off. You know, everyone knows what you're talking about. I think it's amazing. But yeah, I mean, there are a couple more. There are a couple more buzz phrases that seem to be going around that sometimes are very misunderstood. Cultural misrepresentation is a phrase that you hear a lot of lately, and for some it's misunderstood, or some people take it they take it too seriously. Within the witch community, I think sometimes we take it too seriously. Anyway, cultural misrepresentation. It's a bad thing to culturally misrepresent something. It's not nice. On the other hand, learning from another culture and using what you've learned in your own practice is a good thing. But here's the thing, learning from another culture. If you are learning, then you're not disrespecting them. And if you're not disrespecting, then that's not really cultural misrepresentation, because you're taking what you've learned and you're changing it for yourself. But you know, that's the whole point. You should learn about why people do certain things in the first place. It's another buzzword, cultural misrepresentation. Like I said, there are so many, you know, and but my favourite at the moment has to be thrifty witching. That is my absolute favourite buzz phrase. And the more videos I see with thrifty witching or witching on a budget, the more I'm going to watch because I love them. And like I said, you know, the more of us that make these videos, the better, because we all live in these different places, you know, with different things around us that we need to learn from, you know. I mean, it's like when I went shopping at Lidl's yesterday, I found those fantastic books. Yes, they were kids' books, but they're going to do really well for me. And to have them, I think originally they were nearly £10, and I think I paid just under £3 each for them. That's really good, and it's something that's really going to help me when I do my garden. And of course, that is a huge part of my path, my tradition. You know, so witching on a budget, good. And I will definitely, the Thrifty Witch, keep that word, that phrase, that name in your head, the Thrifty Witch. I will link her below, and watch her Thrifty Witching videos. Oh, she made some amazing finds. So there you go, a few buzzwords and buzz phrases. And if you like, comment below, tell me a few of the phrases that you've heard recently within the witching community and what they mean to you. And that should be quite fun. Thanks for watching, witchy people. Bye for now.